Hey there, it's Hillary, and today I'm going to be doing a book haul from Book Outlet. I did some shopping from Book Outlet and I decided to pick up a few things. I believe I ordered these when they were doing their Boxing Day sale, but I don't think I ordered enough to get like the Boxing Day discount. I was looking for things, but I didn't want to spend a fortune to get like the discounts and stuff, but I did pick out some things that I really wanted to read. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what's in my box. So altogether, I got 7 books, and they were all like the discount bargain copies. I didn't get any scratch and dent copies this time, not because I wasn't going to buy scratch and dent copies, I just didn't find any that I wanted. So the first thing that I got, a friend of mine actually let me borrow it, and I didn't read it because I didn't get around to it. I need to read a book before I read this one, but I have it. I just didn't get around to it. We'll just leave it at that. So I got The End of Oz. I started this series like halfway through last year. I read the first and the second book, but I didn't own the 4th book, so I didn't want to read the 3rd book without having the 4th book. Well, then a friend of mine let me borrow it, and then I still didn't get around to it because I was trying to read so many things towards the end of the year. So I didn't want to keep her book for a really extended period of time, so I went ahead and I ordered myself a copy because it was on sale. It ended up only being $3.19, so I went ahead, I picked up a copy, so now I will finish this series this year. The next thing that I picked up is Roar by Cora Carmack. This is a book that I really saw a lot about, I want to say last year over the summer, and it looked really good and I wanted to read it. I just never picked it up. So this was another one. So this one, I paid less than $4 for all of the books that I got. So this one was, again, $3.19. This one I think is part of a series now. So I really do want to read this one. It sounds really interesting. It's like right up my alley. Fantasy, magical powers, all sorts of stuff like that. The next thing I got, again, $3.19. There was like a big $3.19 sale or something. It was just crazy. I got Dividing Eden. I don't know too much about this book, but a friend of mine, I believe she read it and she said it was really good, or she was telling me about it and she said that she was really interested in reading it, and it just piqued my interest at the time, but it wasn't something that I was going to go out and buy for full price. So when I saw this one on there and it was available, I'd had it on my wish list for a while, but when I saw that it was available and it was deeply discounted, I went ahead and picked this one up. The next thing I got is Frost Like Night. I don't think you could see my other two. So this one, I had been hunting for the paperback edition of this one on Book Outlet because I have the first 2 in paperback and I wanted to complete the series in paperback. I haven't read the first 2. I wanted to complete the series before I went ahead and read it. But I've heard a lot of good things about this series, so I can't wait to give this one a try now that I have the whole series. And again, that book was only $3.19. Next one that I picked up, I honestly almost got the entire series of this because it was available, but I was trying to keep my spending down. So I went ahead and just got the first book in this one. This is a book that I really interested to read. I think this whole series sounds really interesting. I know the first and second book were available but I went ahead and only got the first one. I can't wait to read this series. I know a little bit about it, and I believe it's supposed to be a fairy tale retelling of Snow White, although I could be totally wrong about that one. You definitely get vibes of that from the cover, so I'm thinking that what I've read about it, that's what it's going to be about. It could end up being one of those ones where it gives you that vibe and then that's totally not what it ends up being about. And the last thing that I got, I ended up paying $3.79 because it was a hardback, and that was Flame in the Mist. I believe this one has a second book to it now, or it's coming out with a second book or something. And I know that a lot of people are hit or miss on this one because it was like portrayed as like a Mulan retelling, but then it ended up not really being a Mulan retelling, but it has a lot of aspects that remind you of Mulan. I'm okay with that. For $3.79, I'll give it a try and I'll see if I like it. And I just love the cover of this book. I think this book is gorgeous looking, and I can't wait to give this one a try. So those are the books that I got. It ended up only being 6, not 7. I realized my receipt, it had one book listed twice. I was not charged twice for it, but it was listed on my receipt twice. So those are the 6 books that I ended up getting. I had like 11 in my cart, and I ended up trying to take some back out because I was trying to spend enough to get like the discount off, and then I was like, no, it's not worth it because I'm not getting the discount, so let me trim it down to the things that I really want, especially since I had already gone to Barnes & Noble and bought things in physical copies, like just at the store. So those were the things that I bought. I'm hoping to get to a lot of these things this year. I did pretty well with my reading last year. I ended up reading 101 books total for the year, so I think I'm hoping to like start reading some things that are on my shelf, even though I keep buying new books. I hadn't bought any in quite a while, so I'm hoping to get to a lot of the things that are on my shelf, and I've really been making use of the libraries, checking out books from the library, especially when they're books for book club and I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it or not. I've been checking them out from the library's book app. So that being said, those are the 6 books that I got, and I'm hoping to get to all of those soon, along with some of the other things that are on my shelf. So thank you for joining me. Let me know if you purchased any books for Christmas or got any gift cards and used them to purchase anything. Let me know if you've read any of these books and if you enjoyed them or not. And let me know what you're planning on reading for the year. If you'd like to see more videos by me, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.